Hello and welcome to our 7th chakra video for our whole chakra series, the crown chakra. How have you been going with the sequences so far? You can pick and choose and do what you need, and if some don't suit you, just modify, change the pose to suit yourself. Really, at the end of the day, it's the intention that holds the most power. So we have moved our way up from the root chakra all the way today to the crown. So the Sahasrara, the thousand-petaled lotus, the crown chakra, which can be represented by a white color or more traditionally by violet. So if we think about all of the qualities of the chakras that we have worked our way up from, that grounding to the creativity, to the heat, the power, the passion, to the kindness, compassion, love, to purification, speaking our truth, to our intuition and opening ourselves up to that sixth sense, to the third eye, finally up to this beautiful connection to ourselves, to our spirit, and to all there is, to divinity, to the God of your understanding, to the universe, to the flow of Maha-Prana, universal life force energy. So the crown chakra encapsulates all the other chakras within it. Sorry, I just ate a little bliss ball which had peanuts in it. Wasn't a good idea because I can feel it in my throat. So our beautiful crown chakra is when you are connected to your chakras, when you are open and ready to receive more guidance, more inspiration, more intuition, more light. Open yourself up to the light, open yourself up to possibilities, open yourself up to something more than what life already is, to the idea that we aren't just these physical vessels, but this is just a portion of who we are, expressing ourselves in the material world, in the human world. A bigger part of ourselves is up there, in the cosmos, in the universe, and we are here having a human experience. So when we connect to our crown chakra, it opens us up to possibilities. It opens us up to feeling very liberated, released from all of the binds and all of the restrictions and constrictions that we put upon ourselves. It allows us to listen with an openness and an ear that is more than just our own perceptions and our own beliefs. And it allows us to find bliss in our lives. When your crown chakra is blocked, it can be quite hard to access the other chakras as well. And you'll feel like you are operating in less than optimal circumstances or energies, or you'll feel like you're in a fog or a daze, or you just won't feel terribly vibrant. And that can go for all the other chakras, especially when you connect to what they really represent. If you're feeling foggy and blah, or scared or fearful, or any of those emotions that maybe aren't going to serve you as you move forward, then think about what's the converse to them, and you can find which chakra they might relate to more strongly, and you can work with that and slowly open up the channels as you go through. So we are going to look at some stuff on the crown of our head, but we're not going to do a headstand. If headstand is part of your practice, then go for it. It's a great one to connect you to your crown chakra, but it's not really a yoga pose that's accessible to everyone. So we're not going to worry about that one, but we are still going to work with connecting to the very center of our forehead and think about a light channeling up through our body. So without further ado, and without me blabbing on for another 5 minutes, roll out your yoga mat and let us get enlightened. Coming to a comfortable position. If lotus is part of your practice, then make sure you warm up your knees before you wrench yourself into a lotus position. If you're quite comfortable going into a half lotus, you can absolutely place one foot on top of your thigh, or if you need to sit in a seat or lie down for this, it's all good. I don't mind either way, as long as you are comfortable. Lotus position is a traditional yoga position for meditation. So that's where we would have both legs up the top. However, if it's not part of your practice, if you have dodgy knees, I would recommend not doing it. A lot of people have thrown their knees out from doing Lotus Padmasana. But half lotus is just as good, and it can take a while just to train yourself up to it. The idea is you actually want your knees to be able to sit slightly below hip level or around that height. So having a little block or a little cushion underneath your body will lift you up and make it much more comfortable. But if you need to have your legs straight out in front of you, that is all good. Lotus position helps us find length and support and stability up through our spine, which is why it is used as a meditation pose. Now we're also going to use a mudra, a hand gesture, and we're going to use chin mudra because it is the mudra of consciousness. So we want to open up our consciousness. So first two fingers, index finger and thumb, the tips of each connecting. You can curl them in, or you can just touch lightly, palms facing up, which becomes our chin mudra. Close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths. Bring your awareness to your sitting bones, to your root chakra, and allow yourself to become very grounded. Send the energy, send the roots down into the earth. Relax your eyes, relax your jaw. Relax your lips, your teeth, your tongue. Think about the length up through the back of your neck and allow the energy to rise from the tail, up the curves of your spine, thinking about each chakra, energy center, as your awareness rises up through your body. And then sending it out through the crown like a big beam of light, rising up towards the heavens, opening up your crown chakra and allowing the light from 300 feet or more above you to start to pour down. Maybe it is liquid gold, liquid sunlight, maybe it's a bright white sparkling light, maybe it is that violet light. Allow that light to pour down, warming you, soothing you, pouring all over your body, bathing you in light. A gentle smile on the lips to lift your mood, to keep you in this moment. And finding an intention. Maybe seeing a beautiful color in front of your eyes. Maybe it is that violet color. Maybe it's white. For me, when I connect to my crown chakra, it's generally a brilliant white light rather than violet. Or amethyst, if you like. So amethyst and moonstone are great crown chakra crystals. Lapis is great for the third eye. Turquoise or amazonite or aquamarine is great for the throat. Malachite or emerald, green aventurine, jade, great for the heart chakra. Pyrite is a good one for your solar plexus. Gold, also great for the solar plexus. Carnelian for the sacral chakra. Red jasper. or garnet for your root chakra, if you're into crystals. Taking a few more moments, just settling into your body here. And we're going to bring our hands together and we are going to chant Om. So allowing the sound of Om. Up to you whether you want to chant it O-M or A-U-M. Allow it to begin down in the base of the body, down at that root chakra. And as the voice comes out of you, let that sound rise up through all of the chakras and then send it out through the crown. We're going to do it 3 times. You can do it with your eyes closed, open, or you can just listen. But if you allow that sound to come out, you're going to supercharge your chakras. You're going to vibrate that energy, that prana through your body. And toning, using our voice and allowing that voice to vibrate through our body is a super powerful thing to do. Our voice is the most powerful sound for our own bodies. So let's take a deep breath in. Keeping your eyes closed, just allow those vibrations to settle around you. Maybe you can visualize that light coming out through the crown, circling around each side and coming back up through the root chakra. So you're creating this lovely circle of light, this lovely connection of energy through you. With your eyes closed, rub your hands together, creating some warmth, and then placing your palms over your eyes, gazing into that spot, and spreading that energy down the body. Let us warm the body up. We're going to get a little bit active and then we're going to bring it down and really get into ourselves and contemplate our spirituality. Come on, up to the top of your mat. Standing in Tadasana, hands in front of your heart space. Let the tailbone lengthen to the ground. Feel your weight into the heels. Draw the energy up through the center of the feet and up through the center of the body and out through the crown. Think about that energy rising up, connecting you to the healing grid of the universe, the healing grid of this planet. You can visualize that as a beautiful grid that crisscrosses the planet. You can also visualize it as being green, connecting it to your heart chakra. And inhale, sweeping your hands up. Exhale to fold and allow yourself to hang out here, dangle. If, of course, this is uncomfortable for you, bend the knees, give yourself some support, find comfort for the blood pressure in the head, or just hang out. Breathe deeply. Maybe shift the weight, play around with it. Soften the knees, rise up, inhale. Interlace your fingers. If you're feeling a little lightheaded, take a moment here. Turn your palms up. If you're feeling okay, super balance, keeping the tail in. And then lengthen up, Pantry pose. Now to find that balance, especially early on in our practice, Allow the big toe balls to really ground through the earth, and then draw your energy up through the arches, up through the inner thighs, zip it up through those chakras and out through the crown. Send it up through the palms, up to the sky, up into the universe. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heels down, bring the hands to the top of the head. And then again, rise up. Find that focal point. Find that balance. Press the hands up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the hands down. And we're going to splay the hands. Move the fingers across one so the other pinky's on the outside. Turn the palms up, back to the crown of the head. Pull the ribs and the belly back in. Soften the knees. Find your drishti, a spot to gaze at, and then rise up to that toe balance for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release. Inhale, palms together, reach up and back if you like, and fold. Padahasta, hands to feet. Inhale, half lift, and exhale, fold. Let us go ahead and step our right foot back, rock it out, and then pull the right foot in a little bit so we're in a little pyramid pose. Lengthen and soften. If you need to, you can have props beside you. You can have the knee a little bit bent. We're just starting out. Find that softness. Inhale, lengthen and soften. Inhale, lengthen, soften the knees, step back, downward facing dog. Tread it out. Reach out through your sitting bones, crown to the ground now, tail lifting. We've flipped the chakras, so the root chakra is rising, the crown chakra is reaching down to the ground. Couple of breaths, just let the body open up a little bit. And then go ahead, step your right foot forward, not a big step. We're going to do our pyramid pose on this side so you can bring the back foot in. Maybe there's a meter or thereabouts between the legs or slightly less. Lengthen and exhale, fold. Try not to lock your joints, so there's a little bit of softness in the knees. Inhale, lengthen and fold. And then inhale, lengthen and step to the top of your mat. Soften the knees, press and rise gently. Hands overhead and pulling them back down in front of your heart space. Interlace those fingers, turn those palms up, rise up again, palm tree pose. Exhale, release, soften all the way down. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, fold. Step back into your down dog again. Let's just work it out. Reach up into your sitting bones, stretch it out. Up to your toes, chin tucks round the back. Hands nice and firm here, and then allow your knees to come down. Pull the hands to your knees, open up. We're in our tabletop cat position. Pull the hands back so we activate the fascia in the body. Roll your gaze up. Shambhavi Mudra, remember last week? Up to that third eye. Exhale, push the floor away, tuck the chin into the chest. Inhale. Gaze up. And exhale, round. Inhale. Gazing up. And exhale, round. Inhale. And exhale, round. Press up. Downward facing dogs. If you're comfortable with dolphin, come down into your forearms. And press yourself into your dolphin pose. Hold. 5, 4, otherwise down dog is all good, or you can stay tabletop or even do a child's pose if you need that. 3, 2, 1, downward facing dog, top of the mat. Rise slowly. Hands in front of your heart space. Take a moment. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Go ahead, step your right foot back, turn it out and open into your warrior 2. Gaze over your front hand. Now, make sure this inner thigh is working itself open and your knee is not tracking past the foot. So pull it back in line with your ankle. Pull your body back, lining up as best you can, shoulder to hip. Open through the center of the body. Rib cage opens. If it opens and your knee collapses, bring your hips back in a little bit. Connect through the back edge of the back foot. Now straighten those legs. Angel warrior. And then exhale. And then inhale up to the angel warrior, but lift the toes off the ground. And then exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, straightening out the leg and turn that front foot in. And then turn the legs out and open out into our big stirrup pose or goddess pose. Reach the hands up, gaze up, hold, breathe, rise up, turn those feet in and extend forward. Forward, length from the tail through to the crown. Send the energy forward. Hold. 5, 4, 3. If the arms are tired, bring them to your hips or out to the side. Don't drop the head. Head is heavy. Remember, we're going line from tail to crown. Rise up. Turn your left foot out or turn to the back of your mat, depending on which way you ended up facing. Come into your warrior 2. Pull the body back through center. Work your inner thigh open. Gaze over that front hand. Shoulders pushing down, finding length up through the center of the body. Beautiful Tadasana. Tadasana is a great pose for grounding and also connecting all the way through the chakras. Breathe into it and then reach up and sink into it. Reach up and sink into it. Reach up. If you can, lift the heel. If you can't, don't worry about it. It's harder on this side for me than the other side. Exhale, down. Inhale, turn that foot in. Exhale, arms out to the side. This time come forward and then look for that length from tail to crown. Hold. Reach those arms out. Think about having them out from the elbows, shoulders out to the fingers. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise up. Turn the feet out into your goddess. Tailbone down, crown reaching to the ceiling. Ribs in, belly in, inner thighs opening, arms pulling back. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise and exhale. Release those arms. Step to the top of your mat. Shake it off. And back into your Tadasana. Stack everything from heels all the way up to the shoulders. Ribs and belly in. Chin slightly tucked. Up to the toes. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Half lift. And bow. Step back into your downward facing dog. Reach up, down dog if you want. Dolphin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step back. Dolphin plank, or you can modify by taking the knees down. 5, length through the spine, tail to crown. 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the knees and pull yourself back into a child's pose. Have a moment. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach back for your feet. We're going into a rabbit pose. So from here, holding on to the heels. Now, if you can't do this, that's okay. Hands to your side, and you can roll up, just adjusting until you find the crown of your head, hands supporting you. It's all good. If you can hold your heels, then roll up and pull up. Pull the hips up, pull the back up, rounding the back. See if you can get the crown to the floor. Breathe, pull up. Stretches the back and the shoulders. Make sure the neck isn't compressing. Make sure you're comfortable. If not, just bring your hands to your side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release down. Let everything soften. Hands out in front of you, and then roll up and move into a modified plank. So your knees are as far back as they can go from a plank position. Shoulders over wrists. Hold belly in. Hold. Hold. Now come into a modified chaturanga, so elbows back towards you, shoulders no lower than elbows. Hold if you can. If you can't, all good. And then down you go. Inhale, Sphinx pose. Let the arms come forward, elbows shoulder width apart. Pull those elbows back and think about a lovely line of energy from the tail up to your crown without throwing your head back. Pull your elbows back, lengthen up from the spine. Shoulders away from ears. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release down. Have a wobble. Breathe into it. And then hands back to your low ribs, shrug the shoulders back. Come up, modified plank or full plank for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right foot forward, and we're going to come up into a warrior 2. Breathe into it, reach forward, and then come down. Breathe into it. You can come a little lower and bind the pose. We've done this one before. Open. If not, just a little side angle is all good for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise up from there. Turn that back foot in into a warrior 1. Breathe the arms up. Gazing up there, hands, fingers reaching up to the sky. Now bringing the hands behind you. Either they can rest on the hips or you can clasp the hands. You might want to move your right foot out slightly. Come into a humble warrior. Now maybe you just stay up or crown of the head to the ground, reaching the arms to the sky. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend, step back, down dog or plank. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog if you are in that plank. Step your left foot forward, warrior 2. Allow your body to rise up. Breathe into it, and then coming into that extended side angle, or allowing yourself to move a little deeper to bind that pose. 5, reach into that back leg. 4, 3, 2, 1. Allow strength to lift you. Turn that back foot in, hips turn in, finding your warrior 1. Bring the hands behind you, clasp the hands, open up the body. Maybe move the foot out a little bit to give you space. Coming into your humble warrior.
You can modify all of these. The hands can change position. You don't have to be as low. Just respect your body. Tune into that intuition. Tune into your strength, your tapas, your groundedness. Just find where you need to be today and honor yourself. Find what feels good. Find the bliss in your pose. 5, 4, 3, 2, and lift. Open top of the mat. Shake it up. Stand. Tadasana. Feel everything that you've brought into your body. All of that prana, all of that life force energy. Feet hip width apart or together. Energy down from the tail and up to the crown. Close your eyes. Palms forward. Shoulders back. Ribs in, knees soft. Really bring your awareness to the top of your head there. Allow yourself to channel that energy down into your body. Inhale, we're going to gather that energy around us. You can open your eyes, gathering it up and pulling it down through the crown chakra and down through all of the layers. Gather it up, inhale. Pull it in. As you exhale out all that no longer serves you, and you pull in and push in all of that goodness. Inhale up. Exhale, release all of the stuff that you don't need and bring in fresh prana. 2 more. Last one. So we gather up this ball of light here in our hands. Open yourself up. Make a lovely big chalice with your hands and your arms and pour it into your body and down into the crown. And let's pull the energy down with us. We're going to bring it down in front of us, holding this ball of light. Now just very gently, you can close your eyes with this or watch me, just softly pull the hands away. We're going to play with the prana, the energy in our hands, and slowly push together. And you might feel some sensations there. Push away. Maybe it's like pulling taffy. Maybe there's a spongy ball between the hands. Close your eyes and connect. And just play with pulling the hands away and together. Never bringing the hands completely together. Maybe you just move them away a little bit to feel the sponginess of that prana, that life force that you're holding here. And as you play with that sponge, you'll start to feel more and more density in that energy field. You can pull it as far as you like, bring it together without the hands touching. Just think about stretching that energy. Maybe you get the ball a little bigger. Maybe you need to bring the hands in a lot more. Just trust. Trust what you're feeling. Get rid of the thinking mind and connect to your intuition, your third eye, your heart space. Trust in yourself. Trust in the energy that's around you, the light that you've brought into your body, the prana. Play with that. You can move the hands a little bit up and down, side to side, and just feel. Maybe you move them in circles and you'll feel that energy moving between the hands. Don't get frustrated if you're not feeling anything. You probably just haven't attuned to the sensitivity. It'll get there with practice. You can do this anytime. Maybe start off with the breathing we just did, just to bring in that prana, and then just play. Play and trust. And you'll feel the tingling in your hands and your fingers and your palms, and you'll feel that spongy light. Deep breath in. We're going to bring one hand to our belly, one hand to the heart, and just absorb all of that energy in. Opening your eyes, shift your weight to the right. Find a drishti, a spot. If you feel like that was too intense, just shake it out a little bit and then shift into a tree pose. So right leg taking the weight, left foot can come to the ankle or the shin or above the knee. Whatever you do, do not put your foot on the knee. Never, 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 because we're pushing the energy and your knee bends forward and back. It doesn't bend out to the side. Now if you're going up high, heel into inner thigh, whoop, and then press heel into inner thigh and thigh into heel, and that will anchor it and it won't slide down. So with your drishti, let's take our hands up. We're going to bring fingertips together above us. Find that stillness. Once you've got the stillness, we're going to bring the base of the palms together, the heel of the palms, and open up the second, third, and fourth fingers. Thumbs and little fingers connecting, heel of the palms connecting. So we've got this chalice of light. Just allowing it to absorb all of that light from above, let it pour down into this chalice. And then stretch up your arms, your branches open out. If you're comfortable, if you're balanced, look up. Otherwise don't, just keep looking at that spot. Allow all of that light to pour down on you, embrace it all, pull it all down again, and swap to the other side, finding your tree on the other side. If you want to take the leg up high, find that focal point. You can bring the hands to the hips, connect in, and once you find your balance, bring the hands up, fingertips together first. Connect, heel of the palms open, second, third, fourth fingers, sides of the thumbs and little fingers connecting. Embrace the energy, invite it in. Let your foot spread roots to the earth, that root chakra keeping us sturdy, grounded. Open. Open and let that light, now a massive channel of energy just pouring over you, through you, to you, and out of you at the same time. Breathe it in, gather it up, release. Top of the mat, if you're not already there, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift, and exhale, fold. Low lunge, right foot, and breathe it up. Exhale, release, downward facing dog. From down dog, right foot steps forward, low lunge. And release, step back, downward facing dog. Up to your toes, round the back, let everything round in, move forward into a plank, drop your knees, sink back, child's pose. Breathe. You can stay in child's pose if you like. You can come back to the rabbit pose we did earlier, or you can clasp your hands behind you and rise up to our rabbit pose with the arms lifting to the sky. Toes can be tucked or flat. Lift the body upwards. Lift the arms. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Settle down. Child's pose. Inhale, center. Vajrasana. If it's uncomfortable, come up, but we're just going to sit here. Close your eyes. Look for length up through the spine. Hip to shoulders, chin slightly in. Trace the spine from the tail to the crown, back of the neck, long. Deep breath, open the eyes. We're going to come into a seated twist. Right leg can extend, left foot over the top. If you're comfortable, curling up, bringing that right shin around to the left. Now up to you if you want to hug the knee in or take your elbow to the outside, whichever one works for you. Make sure both sitting bones are comfortable on the ground. You could raise your hips a little if you needed to. Left arm coming around you, lengthen. Really connect through that left sit bone. Lengthen up through the spine. Try not to lean back if you can avoid that. Now if you want to bind the pose, you can take your right arm through the gap and reach back with the left hand to clasp and bind your pose. Now thinking again about your spinal column from the tailbone all the way up to the crown, rotating around. Rotate from the belly button as much as you can so that we don't wrench our sacrum, our coccyx, the area that's actually fused and not mobile. The waist is mobile, so that's where we rotate from, because that's how the body was built. Breathe in, up the length of your chakra system and out through the crown. Deep breath in as you unwind, take a little open twist. Release. Shake that out, and then we'll repeat the same thing on the other side. Just readjust. Choose whether the leg is straight on that left side or curled in, whether the arm tucks or hugs in. Lengthen through the spine. Rotate or bind if you like. And every inhale, breathing length all the way up through that spinal column. The chin is always just gently tucked so that we're not lifting and dropping the head back. But we're getting a lovely long line of energy right through the Sushumna Nadi, the central energy channel, or the governor vessel meridian. So gazing back, trying not to tilt, tip, or do any kind of weird misalignment things, just looking for length through the center. Inhale to release, take a nice little open twist. And then release that out, shake it off. Feet together, good old seated forward fold, Paschimottanasana. Inhale, length. If you need to, hands behind, length up through, spine, stay here. Or you can do yogic toe lock, first two fingers grabbing the big toes, or just reach for the feet, or the ankles, or the legs. If you need to bend your knees, that's okay too. Length through the spine. Breathe into it, find that length. On your next exhale, let yourself soften fully to where you would like to go. Inhale, release. Onto your backs. Scoot forward and come on down. Oh, beautiful. Soles of the feet together, knees out to the side. Arms can come overhead. Maybe you hold your elbows. Maybe you just have your arms somewhere else. Reclined butterfly. Enjoy. Maybe you have your hands straight up. I don't know, find what feels good. Maybe they rest on your legs. Let gravity do the work. Breathe those knees back in. We're going to walk the feet out to the edges and drop the knees in for a nice active restorative pose or active relaxation. Arms can drop out to the sides a little. And see if you can allow the natural curves of your spine to come in. Looking for length from tail up to crown. Chin slightly tucked. If you find that your chin juts up to the sky, just get a nice little flat pillow and place that underneath your head, just to keep that length through the back of the neck. Now you can stay here, or you can grab a couple of blocks or a bolster and pop that underneath your knees, or release into your Shavasana, a beautiful, beautiful pose that allows all our chakras to be open and receptive. So let's just bring our awareness down to the tips of our toes first. Just run your awareness up and down the soles of your feet, around your ankles. Let that energy swirl around and up the calf muscles, the knees, the thighs, and finally to that root chakra. Allowing the root chakra, that red, earthy color, to fill the lower body. As your awareness rises a little bit to the sacrum, the sacral chakra, allow a beautiful, brilliant orange, vermilion even, a beautiful, vibrant orange to fill the reproductive area, the genital area. Let it rise up to the belly button. Let it mingle with the red of the root chakra, and then allow that energy as it rises just past the belly button to the solar plexus. Let the color change to a brilliant yellow, or even a golden yellow, a golden light of energy mingling with the lower chakras, charging up your dantian, charging up your hara, charging up your agni, your inner fire. Let that light rise up, and as it rises up, it softens and it turns into a green, a lime green, and as it reaches your heart space, it turns into a beautiful emerald green. Visualizing your heart beating softly, gently in your chest. Maybe you feel that pink suffuse that area, or maybe you are really connected to green, and allow the green to fill your whole chest cavity, your arms, your shoulders, down to your fingers, holding 2 orbs of light in each palm. Those orbs are rainbow colored, filled with the lights and the colors of all of the chakras. And as you move from the heart energy, you watch the green gently transform into a beautiful soft sky blue as it fills your throat at the collarbones up, purifying your body as the breath moves through the throat. And then you feel the energy rise a little more to your third eye, where you're gazing to that space at the center of your forehead, and that brilliant, lovely soft sky blue has changed to a deeper, darker, purplish blue, to an indigo. And feeling your awareness settled here at the screen of your mind, noticing your thoughts, your feelings, your sensations, and pushing through the veil of the physical into the spiritual, allowing yourself to deeply connect with your intuition and feeling your energy rise, feeling your crown, feeling the scalp tingling and tickling, and connecting to that beautiful crown chakra, 1,000 petals of the lotus unfurling at your crown, welcoming in the light of the universe. And here we meet a beautiful violet glow, or maybe a bright white one. And allowing that energy to cascade over your whole body. A rainbow of light, a kaleidoscope of joyous, uplifted feelings. Relax, soften. Relax your forehead, relax your eyes, relax your lips, your teeth, your tongue. Relax your chest, your shoulders, your arms, your hands. Your belly, your spine, your back, your buttocks, your hips, your pelvis. Relax your thighs, your knees, your calf muscles, your ankles, your feet, tops and bottoms, and all of your toes. Relax your arms. Relax your legs. Relax the whole right side of your body. Relax the whole left side of your body. And let yourself sink into bliss. Moving beyond your body and embracing the light being that you truly are. Bliss, liberation, love, expansion, acceptance and adaptability, openness. Now you can rest here as long as you like. And when you're ready to continue with your day, have a lovely big stretch out. Gently shift your weight, maybe roll to your side and rest there for a breath or 5. And then have at it, have a fabulous day. Thank you for joining me on this chakra journey. I will see you again next week for a special bonus.